D.C. Coming up, an important divisional round matchup in the NFC between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Washington football team. Two spots in the NFC title game awaits the winner here as we're underway in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. It's caught by Mike Evans. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
A first down run here by Jones as he'll take it forward for a gain of about 4.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson sliding out of the pocket. A check down here to Jones. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8. Little glimpse of his athleticism there and what they're going to have to deal with. He can use his legs to dance around back behind the line of scrimmage and beyond the line of scrimmage.
And wouldn't you love to get a copy of their defensive scouting report going into the week? Because that's been stressed the whole time. Keep him bottled up. Keep him in the pocket. But it's the first drive of the game and emotions are running high. Someone forgot that, trying to make a big play, and gave up a bigger one instead.
A gain of 3, 2nd down. From the gun, here's Watson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Howard. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it. They love it because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
Now a first down carry by Jones. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, You have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Here's Jones again on second down. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
In today's NFL, you hear all the time about stretching the field and creating space in order to run plays. A toss play will help accomplish that because now you're pushing a defense to chase you all the way to the edges and to the sideline. That's a nice run, probing now early to try and get things done later.
This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on third down. Watson. He'll buy some time right. And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Oh, there's going to be a little bit of regret there because they certainly had the chance to get off the field here, just giving up a field goal attempt. But they couldn't get that stop on third down. Now they have to hunker down because guess what? That drive continues.
They'll run on first down. It's Jones. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Ronald Jones scampering home from 19 yards out. And the Bucs are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Extra point put through by Succop, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. First carry for the Memphis man, Antonio Gibson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. He's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw here. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that field like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Shotgun handoff to Gibson. Still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Completes it to Samuel. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 28.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. A give to Gibson running right. He's got the first down inside the 10. He's into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Antonio Gibson, 22 yards. And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up. Hopkins with the extra point, and we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. Had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go up and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Off of play action, it's Watson. Over the middle to Evans. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Watson off play action.
Man, that's some bullshit.
Complete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
2nd and 10. The give is to Jones. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Complete. It's Johnson. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. second quarter action. 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. Here we go on fourth. Watson out to the left there and complete to Howard. And he's unable to get away. They stop him at the line on 4th and 2. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And it'll be a turnover on downs. First down. It's Gibson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Oh, come on, dude. Don't start that shit. Don't start that shit, my boy.
Here's a give to Gibson.
What is going
this down
on?
only to about the 46. They follow up the gain with a gain. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. Buying time to his left. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. That's complete to his tight end, Seals Jones. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Dustin Hopkins now for the Washington field goal. This is a 49-yard attempt, right hash. And Hopkins' kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football, something they've worked on since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just 1 play. Escaping the pressure right. Looking downfield for Godwin. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, a trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But if they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
Shaquille Barrett in on the tackle. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll go again with Gibson. Able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. They'll run with Gibson. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. They'll go. It's Gibson. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Thought they might throw the football with a little chunk that they had remaining on 4th down, but they ran it. They got it.
And the reason they were able to get it done, he ran that play with conviction, didn't he? Understood he would get a little bit of help from his friends up front, but it was really on him to go ahead and make the power move and get it done, and that he did.
They'll run on first down. Gibson. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. That one caught by the tight end Bates. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting into the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. They'll run with a former Tar Heel, T.J. Logan. And he'll work this forward for about 3. It's second down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down.
That's something we have not seen him do to this point, and that's take the ball, tuck it, and run.
Exactly right. His first carry of the game. I guess he picked a good time to do it.
He certainly did. Not only did he have the element of surprise, he's making sure he's judicious in taking off.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A handoff for Gibson. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 76 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Foster. All the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds.
That's a nice job of working his way open down in the red zone. Looked out, went in, and then made a beeline for the pylon. He didn't quite get there, and you want to give him a little extra for the effort. But instead, he sets his guys up in excellent shape with a 1st and goal.
They'll try to run with Gibson. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. One quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. One more time with Gibson. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
A big one coming in this divisional round playoff, 3rd and goal. On 3rd down, Logan, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. T.J. Logan taking it in from 2 yards out. And Washington is able to stretch their lead. We talk so often about how hard it is to win in the NFL when you turn the ball over. And here a late turnover leads to a 4th quarter touchdown and a 2-score lead.
And what's more important is being able to take advantage when a turnover presents itself. You've got to come up with points to make the other guy pay. You're able to do so here, and they've got a pretty good chance now of winning this football game.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the fourth quarter, the divisional round, and they need to come up with something as they get this drive started. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense is pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
Faking the give. Now Watson. That'll be caught. It's the tight end, Howard. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
That's for real bullshit.
You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him on the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
On 1st down, it's Jones, and he's going to get this inside the 30. Keep on the ground with Jones. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now Jones. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
I like the call. Inside the red zone, running the toss. Why? They want to get to the edges. They want to see if guys who don't normally make a lot of tackles are willing to actually do that. That usually means the guys at the cornerback position.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Fournette running out of the gun. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Fournette again. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Leonard Fournette taking it in from a yard out. And the Bucs have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point up and good by Suckup. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And this has been a tight game to this point. Of course, they usually are at this juncture of the playoffs. But with the lead in the football, the clock right now their friend as they try to book their spot in the conference championship next Sunday. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. Washington on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. He'll look to throw. And he finds Seals Jones complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. They'll run on 1st down. It's Gibson. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play. Second and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run. And to give this time to the tailback. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on 3rd down. To throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll look to throw here. He's going to fire one deep over the
Oh, hell no.
The turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
What the fuck?
32. And it's a pick 6.
Wow.
Back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. Extra point try now for Succop. It's up and good to make it 21-17. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go into this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Back to throw. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movement. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to be what we call a flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
They'll look to throw. And oh, that one nearly intercepted. That would have sealed it. Instead, it'll be second down.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Back to throw. Flush to his right.
God
Fires
damn.
one incomplete.
Once he got out of the pocket, you thought that maybe he'd take off with it, especially here in the 2-minute drill. Sometimes defenses are focused so much downfield that there's room to run, but this time he decided to throw it unsuccessfully.
They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Every penalty so critical at this stage of the game as now they've got it 3rd and long. He'll look to throw. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Game on the line, season on the line. They're going for it here on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Flushed out right. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over.
Oh, man.
They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and as a result, their playoff run may end right here. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? Jumping all the way from the outside, maybe getting a little early start in the corner blitz.
And the only time it makes sense to get that penalty is exactly as you described. Otherwise, he should never get that penalty.
A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. Well, one side moves on, and then, of course, there's the other side, and now they face what they don't want to face, and that's the offseason.
Think about the journey just getting to this game. Preseason, right? The OTAs and mini camps before that. Going through the regular season, fighting and scratching and clawing to make it to the playoffs. And then to get to this game, one game short of a conference championship, they'll have the whole offseason to think about it. Let's see if they use it as motivation.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. From Washington, thanks for watching, and good night, everybody.
Fuck.